Hello, it's Damian Questiny. Thank you so very much for taking the time to join me today. So, officially, yesterday, the Questiny Institute launched, and all those that are in the program, I really appreciate your participation, and I promise you this is going to be a very fun and enjoyable adventure. And what happens is that the private side that we discussed is all about your personal journey, and hopefully you get a notebook or some way to record the events in your life to really streamline the things that are of great value and to understand and utilize the essence of the calories that you use in a way that benefits you so you find joy and purpose. So that's the private side. But on the public side, I'll come on here and I'll talk a little bit about some of the things that we're learning about. Many of you may already know a lot of these things, because we talk about chakras and we talk about the elements. But the value for me, where it comes from, is how you take the elements of the world around you and the complexity that you find yourself in, and you organize them into a structure. And that structure is actually your body. And you position these experiences and positions and perspectives, into your body in an organized fashion. So that way, when you need information, data, or a skill or talent, you can retrieve it very easily because you have filed it away within your body itself. And you use a series of combinations and a series of practices and disciplines in order to do this. But the majority of the people on this particular channel is more interested in the remote viewing side of things, not necessarily the magical or the magicians or the sorcery behind it, which is fine with me. So I'll be sharing a lot more information regarding the remote viewing, unless those people out there want me to talk about other aspects and other disciplines that are used. For example, with remote viewing, one of the first stages of the process of training is to understand your language, understand how you interpret the world itself, and what symbols you use and characters you use to express yourself. And what's fascinating is that the longer you learn remote viewing, the more words that you end up using. And the more words end up having more symbols associated to them. And it allows for ease and efficiency. So the language is extremely important. But it brings me to the second part of why you need other aspects in your life as well to initiate a process of learning these new disciplines. And the willingness and desire to do so, not in fear, but to embrace it in a way that allows you to have a relationship with it built on trust, integrity, compassion, and evidence. And this is what you will be here for. This is what you will be learning. And I will try to remember to keep it on remote viewing for most of you, because that's what most people here are interested in. But the Elemental Hypertech experience is what I am talking about. Hypertech is the program in which I assist you in positioning yourself into a stream of consciousness and awareness in the Akashic record, if you will, that is supportive of your vibration and your energy and your way in life. So, for example, astrology will play an important role in this particular aspect, because astrology allows you to have your fingerprint of the time that you were born. So you know what you look like. You know what you feel like. And this is the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius is not like the age of Pisces, where you have the dualistic masculine and feminine. And the age of Aquarius, you are unified in that. You are the water bearer. You are masculine and you are feminine. You are both. The second aspect besides language that I think is extremely important to reveal today is one regarding the importance of a mentor, or if you're lucky, multiple mentors. And what a mentor simply is somebody you can be inspired by, you can be motivated by, who has skills and talents that you want yourself, and you want to be able to have similar skills and similar talents. And so you want to watch them, observe them, emulate them, learn from them, be hired by them. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you want, you find a mentor that can help you on your adventure, on your journey. For example, here recently, one of my mentors has motivated and inspired me simply by giving me Jeremiah 29:11. So they can come in many shapes, sizes, and forms. Your mentors. Find those. And when you've learned what you can from them, then with respect and honor, you move on. If you realize that those mentors are not for you and you were wrong about them, move on. But you should try to find people that you can bring into your life that will lift you and build you and not tear you down, not destroy you. Because there are builders and there are destroyers. But the beautiful part about it is everybody's experience is unique and different. And that is what you want to embrace. That is what is valuable to me and to everybody else. Because if you are living in your joy and in your purpose and expressing your desires in a harmonious and beneficial way, I will benefit from that. You will benefit from that. We can create abundance, we can create wealth, we can create health, we can create all these wonderful things. It's very easy for us to do. It just takes work and it takes effort. And that's the part that nobody wants to do, is to actually put the action behind the thoughts, the desires, the will. And when you put those things into action, if you can do so with humility and sincerity, if you can do it with reverence and gratitude, then you know that the actions which you are performing are done so in a beneficial and sustainable way. So welcome to the Questiny Institute. The first order of business is just to go over a few of the basic understandings of the black and white world that moves into the color world that moves into the toroid, and then how the toroid turns into color, and what the meditators would call chakras. So, we'll be discussing lots of cool stuff. The initiation has begun. I thank my mentors out there for helping me. Because if it wasn't for my mentors, I don't know if I would have the motivation or the proper will and desire to move along as far as I have and to work as hard as I have. Because I understand that that is one of the fundamental characteristics of the success that you want, is work and action. And it's an unfortunate side effect because people want things handed to them easily. But you have to work very hard for what you want. Or you have to know exactly what you want, and then it becomes a lot easier to receive those things. You're welcome to join us on this journey. Participants are learning about and trying to utilize in their lives through the Hypertech experience. People come and go through this experience. Sometimes they're here for a short time. Other times they're here for years. And other times, and you know who you are out there, you become brothers and sisters, and which is an unbreakable bond. So, we'll have some fun. And I thank you very much for taking the time to listen today. I hope that everybody out there listening has at least one mentor, one person who they can look up to motivate them. Because you need a teacher. We all do. Even teachers need teachers. Cheers.